Amanda grew up as a nun. She never went to church or spoke with anyone who did.
My mom, always told me that we don't talk to people who believe in God because, they're weird or they're different.
Craig, on the other hand, grew up going to church but took a stand in high school.
At that point, I said, I'm done with church. I don't want to go. I don't see any benefit. I don't see any reason why I should be going.
Both Craig and Amanda represent a growing group. The Pew Research Center found that almost a quarter of U.S. adults say they either question God's existence or that their religion is nothing in particular. That's up significantly in just the last 10 years, with these nuns now representing 36 million Americans. Pew also found that a third of young people fall into this group, and high numbers live in the Northwest and Northeast. So why are so many Americans disconnecting from church? We came here to New England to find out and to learn what churches here are doing to bring them back.
It's a new phenomenon that we're trying to understand.
Dr. Sharon Ketchum at Gordon College outside of Boston and other experts are trying to figure out why a new generation is so anti-church. What we do know, these nuns don't believe in their faith anymore or the need for church. Craig says that's what he thought in his 20s.
Really, it was, okay, yes, I believe in you, God, but I'm going to do things my way. And as long as I'm a good person and as long as I do enough good deeds, that will be enough.
Others say they're unsure about so-called organized religion or just don't go.
Church never crossed my mind as in something that I needed to do.
Ketchum sees a bigger picture, a culture in which people as consumers judge church based on what it provides for their personal needs.
We then have the amplification of me and Jesus and a reduction of the larger understanding of what the community of faith is about.
Another part of the problem, says Ketchum, is simply the growing number of choices.
There were days that we lived in where communities were given in our lives, but today community is voluntary. I can choose whatever church, whatever small group, whatever program meets my personal needs.
Pastor Chad Braswell is well aware of those who are disconnected, but says he's not discouraged.
And so I just think that when times get darker, lights shine brighter. And so it's an interesting thing that we're seeing here because, yes, I see the numbers that you see, but I see this growing hunger after Christ.
Many first-timers coming to his church tell Braswell their experiences of guilt or shame in previous churches overwhelmed any message of grace or hope.
A lot of churches put so much focus on holiness rather than the hope that Jesus talks about. I think some people just feel they can't live up to that expectation and the guilt of what they've done or what they are into.
A focus on grace drew in Amanda her first time. The single mom remembers a co-worker's invitation to an Easter service and how she cried throughout the sermon.
I was so freaked out about the entire message and crying. I was embarrassed. I went out back and I got my daughter from kids' church and I'm like, we're never coming back here. And she's like, but Mom, I met so many new friends. We have to come back. I love it here.
Today, Amanda is involved in multiple ministries at Metro Church, as is Craig, whose wife brought him 5 years ago.
At this point in my life, I couldn't imagine doing life without this community. Without this group of people.
That deep connection is key because research shows that people long for community and a bigger purpose than just themselves. There's no easy fix or formula for reaching those who have stepped away from church, but a church that loves its members and community is a great start. Reporting in Massachusetts, Heather Sells, CBN News.